first, I want to congratulate you for being selected into the California Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
I want to ask you a few questions about your
Okay.
background. What individual had the greatest impact on your wrestling career?
Probably the individual that had the greatest impact was Zach Papachristos. He's been my coach since the day I met him, when he recruited me to high school, from high school to junior college. He's been like a father to me. He's pushed me. He's been a great motivator and a great inspiration in my life.
Who was your wrestling idol or hero when you were growing up?
You know, I really never had a wrestling idol or hero. I knew so many of the top wrestlers, and so I really can't pick one, to be honest with you.
What personal attribute contributed most to your success in the sport of wrestling?
Hard work, dedication to training. You know, without hard work, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I had to do a lot of hard work to get where I'm at, and stuck to the goals that I set for myself.
What is the most outstanding memory you have of your career in the sport of wrestling?
Great question. Probably being on a state championship team twice, back-to-back years. At Chabot College, we were state champs, and we were the first team in Chabot College to ever be a state champ in any sport. So that's the memory that I bring back, I hold.
Throughout your wrestling career, what is the single most memorable match or event?
Well, I competed in Sambo, as you guys know, and I represented the United States at 3 Pan American Games. And I think the last one I went to when I was going against the Cuban in the finals, that's probably my most memorable match, because he picked me up to take me down, and I ended up landing on my feet and throwing him to win the match.
What made you get involved in the sport of wrestling?
Actually, my judo coach, Wally J. He told me that when I got into high school, if I wanted to get better on the to get better on the mat, go out for wrestling. So, because of that, I started wrestling in high school and wanted to learn more on the mat and become where I am today. So,
if you had the opportunity to start your career over again, is there anything you would change?
yeah, I think instead of starting in high school, I probably would have started in 7th or 8th grade in those programs, the youth programs at that time. I probably would have been learned a lot more, and because when I got into high school, I didn't know what wrestling was about. Had no idea. So that probably would have helped me more.
And finally, what would you like people to remember about you?
Probably that I was a hard worker, dedicated to the sport of wrestling, and I learned that in wrestling it's part of life, and everything you do in wrestling leads to what you do in life. It's really good for me.
Again, Steve, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham.